Hello. Welcome to Crazy Games. Welcome to Genshin Impact. Today I'm gonna continue the Lion Fang's legacy. I guess this is Venti's story quest. And in the last video we were just looking around, like being curious about people's children's imaginary friends. We were able to see their imaginary friends with like a lens, and then somehow it segued into going on an adventure with Venti. And then now, for whatever reason, we're gonna look for Stanley's old weapons, because we helped Stanley, who was out adventuring, and somehow we decided to help him. I don't really remember how we got to that point. The story didn't really make sense, and it turns out Stanley's imaginary friend is like a gruffer, more battle-worn version of himself or something like that. And he's like the only adult with an imaginary friend, apparently. At least from what we saw. So yeah, we're getting pretty close to the release date of the 1.1 patch, and I've read some, I guess, things, like an update on things that will be added into the game. One thing they're gonna add into the game is if I go into the inventory, you're gonna be able to favorite certain artifacts or whatever, or mark them in some way, so that you can tell which ones to kind of feed, like get rid of, and which ones to keep. I wonder how that system's gonna work, because if you play games that have lots of items like this, similar to Divinity Original Sin, you can add things to wares and it just flags it as something you don't really care about, that you can just sell to a vendor. But then there's also Borderlands, which has both adding something, flagging something as something you don't care about, and also flagging something as something you want to keep. So I wonder if, how MiHoYo is going to implement this feature, because personally I would rather go through each one and be this one's good, this one's good, this one's good, this one's good. Oh wait, this one I don't really care about, flag it as I don't care about, so that when I go in and start upgrading someone's artifacts, I can immediately see which ones I've marked as I don't care about and be like, okay, use those ones. Whereas if it's only in a Pokemon Go, where you can mark Pokemons as favorite, and once they're marked, you can't turn them into candy. It'll give you a prompt saying oh, this Pokemon is favorited. You can't. Are you sure you want to do it, or something like that? So if they do it that way, I think that'll be not as good, because if I'm going through and marking the ones I do want, when I come across new artifacts, if I go through a few of these domains and got a bunch of artifacts, I don't immediately know whether I've looked at them or not, just by looking at the list here. I guess maybe no, I don't even know if they flagged something as new in this list. So I might accidentally get rid of something when in reality I haven't actually looked at it yet, but but then I mistakenly think I've gone through the entire list, because I forgot that I got a bunch of stuff. I don't know if I'm explaining myself. Hopefully that makes sense. I would rather have a system where you mark something as trash than to mark something as something to keep. That's the sentiment I'm going for. So I'm interested to see how MiHoYo is going to implement that. So does it kill everyone here? you saw I just threw 3 of the elemental skill there. The boom boom bakadan skill. It's because the item she's using, every like 30 seconds or something, she has a chance to just get a cooldown back. I'll show the item after I kill these guys. I guess I should go to character. Just go to Klee. So yeah, sacrificial fragments. It's got this composed effect when you equipped it. After damaging an opponent with an elemental skill, the skill has a 40% chance to end its own cooldown. Can occur once every 30 seconds. So I feel like on Klee it's especially like fun because she already has 2 charges in her like elemental skill, so you can like, it feels like you can like throw 3, which significantly increases. It feels like it significantly increases how many times you've used it, and it feels really fun to use. So yeah, you see there, I triggered that. I was able to proc that thing again, so that's why I threw 3 again. You can tell if you're not like paying close attention to the UI, you can tell that you've procced it, like that ability, when like this clock symbol appears above the character's head. So yeah, that it didn't happen there, but maybe next time I fight, I will kind of mention it for you guys to watch out for it. Search for the Sword of Brilliant Valor. Interesting. Oh, would it be in here? Oh, that's it. Alright, look, watch out for it. Yeah, you see that? That clock that appeared, it means I got my charge back. I wonder how... Oh wait, never mind. I was gonna say, I wonder how that will work on Diluc's skill, but it's only for characters who use catalysts. I don't think it would be very useful for Lisa to use this item, because her elemental skill like recharges really fast anyways, unless you're doing like the hold and charge like ability. I don't know why it takes her so long to get into the... Whenever she uses her ability, it takes her a really long time before... Like Barbara, I mean. For her to start attacking again. It'd be funny if she's too short. Ah, no, she still gets hit. It'd be funny if she's too short to be hit by that ability. It just like helicopters over her. So whenever you see that mark, it means if you hit that character, that enemy being that's marked by Chi-Chi's talisman. I don't know what you would call that. It means if you hit that character, a portion of your damage is converted. not converted, but it becomes healing. It heals you. You heal the amount of damage you do, or like a percentage of the damage you do.
ほら、これがきらめく勇気の剣だよ。本気か？ただの古い剣だぞ。
Paimon just says it
ヒル
as
チャ
it is.
ールのやつら、なんでこんなものに祈りを捧げてたんだ？おそらくどっかの誰かがヒルチャールの戦利品の中にこの剣を入れただけだろうね。
ボロすぎる。それに何と言えばいいか言葉が見つからないくらい普通だ。
Maybe Stanley is a fraud? Dun dun
いやチャック、
dun.
君はモンド城外にいる風象帳を見たことないかい？ああいう蝶も昼間は目立たないけど、夜になると目がくらむほど眩しくなる。まるで空を飛ぶ宝石のようにね。勇気だってそういうものだろ。平穏な人からしたらその価値は理解できないけど、いざ苦境に立たされた時、勇気だけが君を奮い上がらせ、
That
窮
was
地を
some
脱する
elaborate
唯一の
ox
光
done.
となる。
Excellent recovery. Almost fell for it myself. Excellent recovery.
その通りだ。間違いない。これがきらめく勇気の剣だよ。
じゃあこれで剣は見つけたし、あとは盾だね。
Oh man, I kind of wish there was a sword shield. Kind of like character, because right now the only weapons in the game is sword, great sword, pole arm, bows, and catalysts. But then it seems to suggest that people use swords and shields in this game, so maybe in the future, hopefully, there will be a character that has like maybe a special ability that is like a blocking or countering, and also like a attack or something. You can like hold it down, and if you time it right, it like does like Link's like shield counter thing. But if you hold it down, it can like block projectiles, I guess. I don't know. That would be cool. I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever put like timing things into the combat, because so far there doesn't seem to be anything, any ability gets any bonuses if you time it. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things that would be awesome is in the game, but it's really hard to ask developers to implement it. It's probably a lot more complicated to code and implement than people might think.
この辺りを探してみよう。きっとダダウパの谷のどこかにあるはず。おや？
Oh yeah?
あそこに誰かいるぞ。
He books it. I'm out of here.
どうして彼がここに？様子が少し変だな。
I wish there was like a Paimon character we can use who's like tiny, but maybe like it's like I don't know, like Yoda or something, like an old male version of whatever Paimon is, and he holds like a sword. He uses like a one-hand sword, but he's so small that he has to, his animations of using it is like a great sword to him. So it's kind of like Yoda, and then yeah, you go around just like attacking like Yoda, and you use two hands to use the one-handed sword, and you're tiny. You're even smaller than like Titi or Klee, but you're like this badass old man. I guess kind of like Torbjorn. Maybe what your special ability is drop turrets or drop some sort of dummy.
どうしたんだ？急に止まって。
なんでもないよ。コインをばらまく宝刀医たちが通っただけさ。
何？どこにいるんだ？僕も見たい。
君は武具を探しに来たんだろ？そんなもの見る必要はないよ。
Go, Klee, go. Go, 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 go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh. She was able to get free eventually. Broop. I really like that she stays in place when you do her like combination. So does Barbara. My Barbara is really weak because I can't seem to fight the ocean hit with my current power level for my characters. The boars and the squirrels heal faster. Like the boars and the squirrels that it spawns for us to fight is it heals faster than the damage I can do. And they kill me in like 1 or 2 hits. I'm talking about this boss over here. I don't really like how this map, like this one right here. I don't know if you can see where my my cursor is. Not in the middle of the screen. It's like on the bottom left-ish. Yeah, let's fight. I can't seem to beat that boss with my current power level. But yeah, Lisa. I try to use Lisa against that boss to try and fight it because apparently if you combo Electro, the enemies always have they're always wet. They always have hydro on them, so you can constantly put Electro on them and turn them Electro charged, which just deals damage over time as long as those 2 elements are on them. And then I tried to use Klee, but Klee dies in like 2 hits. And Barbara, I didn't even use Barbara. I used Noelle to try to get like the crystallize on the water shields, so that I can kind of tank some of those hits. But even then, I couldn't fight those characters. And I really wanted to boost Barbara by beating that boss. That's the resource Barbara needs.
あれが輝く石の盾だよ。嘘つけ。どう見てもただの木の板だろう。
If Paimon can go invisible, why don't we just like give her a dagger or something, and then we like engage in fights, and then she just appears behind the enemy and like stabs him in the back of the neck. Since she can fly and turn invisible.
ボロボロだし、タガで補強されてるぞ。誰があんなのを盾に使うんだよ。
しかも酒のシミまである。まるで酒樽から適当に取り外してきたような。
でも僕の銀融詩人としての勘があれこそ輝く石の盾だと言ってるよ。戦士は体にある傷を誇りに思うように盾も同じさ。
盾の勇者。
盾が綺麗だとそれは戦場で使われてないってことだ。ボロボロな盾こそ百戦錬磨の証拠じゃないかい。ボロボロになっても戦場で最後の一瞬血がなくなるまで戦い抜く、そんな意志こそが貴重だ。そうだろ。
Venti is in top form today.
そうだな。綺麗な盾なんてないもんな。じゃあヒルチャールに輝く石の盾を譲ってもらう方法を考えないとな。
I just for some reason remember when she says like, oh, not even shields, shiny shields will eventually become worn shields over time. Even the best shields become worn shields, something like that. It kind of reminded me, for whatever reason, of Star Wars Clone Wars, the cartoon series, where there's like a new batch of clones, and the original like clones go up to them like, oh, look at those shinies. And they're like, why are you calling us shinies? Because your armor is shiny. They call them noobs, pretty much. I don't even know why that had anything to do with anything. We need Ella Musk. I'll take more. Vin Paratada! Wait, what? I am losing... Did I just lose friendship strengthened? No, I gained friendship with this Healy girl. Kucha pupu, kusha ye! Oh no, I pissed him off somehow. Venti, sing song, you give shield, okay? Mani nani, biao budomu! I don't know, I've killed so many of them, I don't really mind killing this one too, to take the stupid shield. I wonder what would happen if he actually was able to convince him to be our friend. These guys' shields look more epic. Oh yeah. Boom boom bakadan.
ビタムいやいやいっかまんye
輝く石の盾を置いて逃げたぞ。
ありがとう本当にありがとうやっと欲しかったものが揃った父さん母さん珍奇を見つけたよ
待ってよ。約束のお酒はここまで大変だったんだよ。あれスタンレーじゃないか。こんなところで散歩かい？
あ銀融詩人か奇遇だなお前らも散歩か
そうだよ。食後の散歩ついでに友達の探し物に付き合ってたんだ。
スタンレーは嘘つきかも。ますます怪しく思えてきたぞ。
He's definitely a fraud, no question.
ジャックを傷つけないためにあらかじめ剣と盾を置きに来たのかもな。
大冒険者はダダウパの谷に詳しいよね。何せここは君がかつて戦った場所だ。
当然だ目を閉じても迷子にならない自信があるぞ
なるほど。君の記憶力と根性には感服するよ。
大冒険者だからなそれくらい当然だここにはヒルチャールがたくさんいるからお前たちこそ気をつけるんだぞではまたな若者たちよ。
やっぱ怪しいよな。
仕方ないよ。ジャックにあんなことを言ってしまったんだから。でも改めて見ると実に面白い。過去を忘れたくないから今を捨てた人。
Oh no.
もし彼が未来への一歩を踏み出さなければならなくなった時、その一歩はどこへ向かうのだろう。
Reminds me of lyrics to a Linkin Park song, which I don't remember how it goes. The sentiment is like you don't take a step forward, so I don't remember. Whatever.
どういう意味だ？
ただの独り言さ。そうだ、今夜はエンジェルズシェアに行ってみよう。
And this quest continues. Okay. Dokkan! Genbu Dokkan! Oh, I can't pick those up, dang. What? So yeah, I guess before I enter that whole cutscene, I was talking about the Ocean Nid. Barbara needs the Ocean Nids like dropped in order to upgrade. And I failed trying to fight the Ocean Nid boss. I guess like, oh, I'm all over the place today. But I was just thinking like, I'm not going to be releasing this video until way after the 1.1 patch comes out, because I've got still like a lot of other videos lined up, and I've been playing like at chunks at a time and recording and releasing each like chunk one chunk a day pretty much. And I have like a backlog of videos of me playing this game. So by the time this video becomes available, the 1.1 update would most likely be out, and my entire like my entire speech about how I feel about the artifact tagging system would kind of be like moot. It won't be that important. Ah, that's okay, whatever. I don't think anyone is like following these videos and watching these as like their way to get updates about the game. So I guess just keep in mind that by the time you watch this video, it's not representing what's actually in the game anymore. I gotta change the time to what time? 6. Brrr. I don't understand how this clock works. Isn't 6 supposed to be at the bottom? Neko-chan. Oh, they actually look down at the cat. They look at the little animals. That's funny. Boop. Maybe I should stop talking about like upcoming stuff. Only talk about stuff that's already happened. And only reference things that already happened. So the videos aren't gonna feel like messed up in any way when they come out. I don't know, this game has got me like two more subscribers ever since I started doing content for this game. Tell me, Stanley. Oh, he's the guy who... Oh my goodness. During the day, Stanley is like out in the front, and I remember talking to him on like a video, and I was like, I have no idea what he's referencing, and he's like, oh, Stanley, I wish you were here, we would have been amazing, blah 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 blah. And you talk to him, he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you would never know, and he kind of like just tells you to go away. I guess the imaginary friend that we see him with is the other Stanley.
なんで自分の名前を呼んでるんだ？
それはないかな。スタンレーが2人いるなんて僕も聞いたことないもん。
Does he have split personality?
スタンレー。あの時、人弱界で死ぬべきだったのは俺だった。なぜお前の名前を語ってるのに、俺はお前の魂をつなぎ止められないんだ、スタンレー。
There's this eavesdropping.
俺をかばわなければ、あの風のない場所でお前が死ぬことはなかったのに。お前には偉大な大冒険者の肩書きがある。でもクズの俺なんかのためにもう伝説になれないなんて。
これは一体どういうことだ？
Sad Paimon is sad.
多分彼は本当に人弱界にたどり着いたんだろう。そこであった危機も本当のことなんだ。ただ彼と共に冒険をした仲間こそが本物の大冒険者スタンレーだったんだよ。本物のスタンレーは僕たちの知るスタンレーを助けるために死んだんだろうね。
That's a little messed up that he would take his name afterwards.
あ、じゃあこのスタンレーがスタンレーと名乗ってるのは彼がそいつの名前を盗んだから？
そういうことだと思うよ。
スタンレー、もう何年経った。モンドの人々がお前のことを忘れていくのが怖くて、俺はあちこちでお前の話をした。俺はモンドの人々にお前を覚えていてほしい。スタンレーが人弱界にたどり着いたこと、そして偉大な冒険者であり彼が生きていると。スタンレーは死なない。なぜなら俺がスタンレーだからだ。
Oh.
俺がすまないスタンレー。俺も年を取った。
So you want to do the names, do that adventure guy, the real Stanley, like justice by taking his name? I thought he's like Ooh, I can take advantage of this because new Stanley goes home to like the real Stanley's wife. Hey there, I'm Stanley. Oh, I've been gone for an adventure for so long. Oh, Stanley, you look different. You look a lot younger. Ha ha ha! It's because my adventure made me come across the fountain of youth. Ha 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 ha! Oh, Stanley, your adventures worries me. Oh, don't worry about it. Just takes over like his family. The kids have been worried, Stanley.
お前たちいつまで盗み聞きしてるつもりだ。
Is he gonna kill us?
まずい、気づかれた。
Look at Luke in the background, just not caring. Try to make conversation. You should be trapped in a windless land. Try to make conversation with Stanley. Jack returns home satisfied after a round of adventures, but Venti finds Stanley's behavior odd and decides to investigate further. Hey Stanley, we need to talk.
行け。何も聞かないでくれ。一人にしてくれ。でも。行け。
よくし、ウェンティ、それとパイモン、よかった。みんなここにいたのか。あちこち探したよ。お礼を言いに来たんだ。君たちが剣と盾を探してくれたおかげで、両親がやっと認めてくれてね。
Oh, Jack's parents didn't want him to be an adventurer. they probably want him to be a lawyer or a doctor. Get a good job. Get good salary. Adventurer, no good salary.
おや、それは本当かい？
本当さ。金を出してきらめく勇気の剣と輝く意志の盾を直すと言ってた。
それは良かったね。それでジャック、君はモンドを離れてテイワット大陸を旅するのかい？
いや、しばらくはモンドにいるよ。今の僕の実力じゃ遠くへ行けそうもないから。それにスタンレーさんの話をもっと聞きたいからさ。なんたって彼が僕の夢のきっかけだから。スタンレーさん。ああ、また酔っ払ってる。
Gosh darn it,
ま
Stanley.
た明日、スタンレーさん。酔いが覚めたらまたお話を聞かせてくださいね。
スタンレーはジャックのことが気に入ってるんだろうね。
ジャック。ジャック。
He's my son.
ジャックならもう帰ったよ。
そうか。俺の秘密を守ってくれてありがとうな。
あ？急に現実を見るようになったのかい？今までの君らしくないね。
俺はさっき彼を見る勇気がなかった。彼の冒険に対する情熱は何の雑念も含まれてないからな。俺は疲弊した嘘つきだが、あの子はまだキラキラと光を放つルーキーだ。だからこそその夢を壊しちゃいけない。
嘘つきってこともないだろ。だってスタンレーの冒険や経歴は全て本物だから。
冒険、経歴。おお、いいよ。実はな、今となっては冒険のこともスタンレーの記憶ももうはっきりとは覚えてないんだ。これこそが俺の最大の秘密であり、最大の恐れ。ここ数年、俺は彼の話を伝えるために生きてきた。しかし、彼の性格、彼の人生、それらすべてをほとんど覚えてないんだよ。
Why did you write it down?
俺が唯一忘れられないのは、彼が風のない人弱界で死んだこと。そして、風が彼の魂を連れ戻せないことだ。
All that remains is his imaginary friend, the guilt. That's what was interesting about this show I watched Haunting in Hill House, they say like ghosts and stuff is just like your guilt kind of manifesting, or you something you're scared of, you're guilty about, you're ashamed of. It's that kind of like negative emotion kind of affecting how like your brain sees the world, and it might come out looking like ghosts and monsters and stuff, but really it's like a mental thing. That's how they heavily imply why that family in Hill House is like seeing all these weird stuff. But then they do a really good job at kind of also convincing you that all that stuff is real too. Yeah, that's a really pretty good show, especially good show to watch during like Halloween, I guess. I guess Halloween's over now, so whatever.
そうだね。本当のスタンレーは彼の記憶の中にある生き生きとした友達とは違う。傷だらけの戦士として彼の人生のすべてを束縛してるんだ。
俺は年を取ったんだ。
He doesn't look old.
いくら拒んでも手放してしまうことがある。俺は役立たずだ。本当に役立たず。だが冒険者はこんな形で死んではいけない。いけないんだ。
ハンス・アチェボルド。
His name is Hans?
なんで俺の名前を。
I'm Stanley.
風、人弱界で求めても得られない風の音だ。
What?
俺はずっとあなたの存在を信じていた。
This is actually pretty
英雄
badass.
の魂任せてくれないかい。
不思議だ。ありがとう。ありがとう、バルバトス様。すまない。気持ちの整理に少し時間が必要そうだ。でも、きっと俺は大丈夫だと思う。
Cool.
めでたしめでたし。スタンレーは本当の自分を見つけてジャックも自立できた。おめでたいことがたくさんあったら祝杯をあげてお祝いしないとね。
このままこの酒場で飲む気か？
ここのお酒は高すぎるからね。それにジャックがくれるって言ったお酒がまだでしょ。報酬に貴重な名刺をくれるって言ったのを覚えてるかい？僕は彼からお酒をもらってくるよ。後でいつもの場所で落ち合おう。
So he showed his true form to Stanley.
いつもの場所ってどこだよ。おい、待てってば、銀融野郎。
Okay, see you there.
おい、
It's probably where that tree is, right? I've been recording for almost 40 minutes. But I feel like I can just kind of finish it off. But at the same time, I feel like there might be still a lot of dialogue. So I'm just gonna end things here, and if it's really short in the next video, I'll just start on this one as well in the next video. It's really hard to tell. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed, and I also hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
万歳の名において